In the next 10 years, old houses were torn down. New houses rose taller and taller. New York was changing all over. But our marriage had lasted just like our 2-story gray stone house. Shh, Jackie.
Good morning, Daddy.
You know very well you're not supposed to bounce that ball until your mother is up.
I'm sorry, Daddy.
Now, I've told you this many times.
And I'm always sorry, Daddy. Daddy, I'll bet you'd like to know what I'm going to give you for your birthday.
I'm dying to know.
It's something to wear.
Well, let's see now. Is it a tie?
I'm not telling. I'll give you a hint. It has 22 colors in it.
No tie can have that many colors, so it can't be a tie.
It can't be, huh? No, I'm not saying it is a tie. But if it were a tie, there wouldn't be another one like it in the world.
Well, I can believe that, Jackie.
Daddy, how old are you going to be?
36.
That's pretty old, isn't it?
Well, I never thought about it, but I guess it is.
Daddy, when you were as old as me, what kind of a kid were you?
Well, I was very obedient. When my parents told me to go to bed, I went without arguing. I did my schoolwork, brushed my teeth every morning.
Gee, Daddy, I guess you were a wonderful boy.
Well, I suppose I was.
Then old Grandpa must be a terrible liar. Well, goodbye, Daddy.
Where does he get it from? Good morning, Grandfather. How are you feeling? That's fine. Morning, Mother.
Good morning, Henry.
Mother, I want you to look at this. Do you think Martha will like it?
Oh, it's beautiful.
After 10 years of me, she's entitled to it.
Yes, 10 years next Tuesday, and you'll be 36. Oh, if your dear father could be here and share this happiness with us. I always thank heaven that he lived long enough to see you settle down, become a fine husband, good father, and a wonderful son.
Well, it's all Martha, and only Martha. You know, Mother, I'm the luckiest man in the world.
Yes, she's a fine wife, and she has a good influence on you. She's pretty lucky herself.
Yes, don't be a mother-in-law.
By the way, isn't she coming down to breakfast?
I didn't go into her room. The opera lasted until after midnight, so she's probably tired.
Anything serious?
No, nothing. Excuse me. I'll be right back.
Where is she? Let me see that telegram.
It's just something personal. It has nothing to do...
So, you don't trust me anymore, hmm? I'm getting too old. Henry? You mean we've lost Martha?
It's impossible. It's incredible. It just doesn't make sense. Martha leaving me.
What did you do? What happened?
I don't know how I can go on living without her. Grandpa, I love Martha. I love her more than anything in the world.
I didn't ask you that. I asked you what happened.
I don't know. I always thought she was very happy with me. I don't know what she's heard. You know how people talk about anybody. No man is perfect. But running away like this, believe me, I can't see any reason for it.
If a woman like Martha runs away from her husband, there must be a reason. Now, look here, Henry. You were the only Van Cleve I ever really cared about. I loved you. You were like me, at least I thought so. You were all the things I wanted to be. You did all the things I wanted to do and didn't. And now you've let me down.
Grandpa, I can't live without her. What am I going to do?
That's up to you. But let me tell you one thing. I'm an old man. I might have to go any day now. And if you can't make Martha forgive you, I'll be waiting up there right in the entrance. And if you ever dare to climb up that ladder, I'll hit you on the head with a baseball bat.
What do you want, Daisy?
There's a gentleman here to see you. Say he's from New York. His name is Van Cleve.
Van Cleve?
That's the gentleman's name, yes, sir.
The nerve of him, trying to walk into this house. Plundered back where it came from.
Yes, ma'am.
Wait a minute, Daisy.
Yes, sir.
Maybe I want to see Mr. Van Cleve. And if I want to see him, he'll come in. And if I want him to stay here, he'll stay right here. Now, Daisy.
Yes, sir.
You go out and tell that man if he's not off these premises in 10 seconds, I'll wring his neck.
Yes, sir. I'll most certainly tell him.
Jasper, get me some fresh hotcakes.
Yes. Excuse me, sir. But maybe something didn't happen to Miss Martha.
You talk too much.
Yes.
Jasper,
Yes, ma'am.
tell that man to come in.
Yes, ma'am.
Hurry up.
Yes, sir. Van Cleve, please. How do you do?
Oh, it's the other one.
It's Albert. Hello, Albert.
How do you do, Mrs. Strable?
How do you do?
How do you do, Mr. Strable?
Well, we haven't seen each other
Not
since...
since that ill-fated occasion 10 years ago tomorrow.
Had breakfast?
Yes, thank you.
Well, sit down anyway.
Thank you.
Got some business in Kansas?
No, I was on my way to California, but I said to myself, why shouldn't I stop and pay my respects to those charming Strables?
Well, what do you want?
Nothing in particular.
Good.
Oh, yes, there is one bit of news. I'll bet you can't guess whom I met accidentally on the train.
Probably not. How's business in New York?
Very good. Well, I don't want to keep you in suspense any longer. I met your own daughter, Martha.
Don't mention her name in this house.
We don't want to hear anything more about her.
My dear friends, speaking as a jurist, may I say that even in our penal code, we have wisely provided a system of parole. And I have excellent reason to believe that the party, whose name I naturally will not mention in this house, has amply paid for her to stay.
Good.
And I am sure there is nothing she'd like better than to come back to the paternal nest.
So she wants to leave him, and now she remembers us.
Not a chance, Albert. That's final.
Well, she's waiting in a carriage in front of this very house.
Who? Martha?
Martha here?
Yes, Mr. and Mrs. Strable. Shall I bring her in?
But I don't know what Mrs. Strable thinks.
Well,
And I don't care.
I don't care what you think. She might just as well come in and stay till after the rain's over.
All right.
Oh, Martha! Martha!
Hello. Hello, Father.
Hello?
Hello, Mother. Hello, Mom.
Welcome home, Miss Martha.
Thank you, Jasper.
We all missed you.
Get out of here. You talk too much.
Well, I assume there are things between daughter and parents that are better left to the daughter and to the parents.
Well, I suppose it was a pretty muddy ride from the station and all that rain.
Yes, I suppose it was.
Do you want some breakfast?
Sunday morning, we got wheat cakes.
Thank you, Father, but I'm not hungry.
Well, the place hasn't changed much, has it?
It looks exactly the same.
Maybe now you'll appreciate your home.
It took you 10 years to find out that we were right. If you'd listened to your mother...
And your father, things might have been different.
I think I'd better be going.
Oh, you're getting touchy, huh? But if anyone has a right to be angry, it's us.
But we're willing to let bygones be bygones.
After all, we're not made of stone. If a daughter comes home and is sorry...
I'm not sorry, and I don't want your forgiveness.
Then what did you come home for?
I came here because I felt I wanted to see you. If you expect me to get down on my knees...
Now, forget it. After all, you were young, and it probably was all the fault of that...
Please, Father. I don't want to hear a single unpleasant word about the last 10 years, or I'll have to go.
Martha, you look so tired, dear.
Well, no wonder, after all.
Can't you keep still? It's all dead and buried, and let's forget it. Come on, let's go upstairs. You're going to have a nice hot bath, and then you're going to lie down and rest. Now, how's that, huh?